Alright, let me tell you about Gotcha Force. When I first encountered the game Gotcha Force, it was at my best friend's house when I was around 6. He had a couple people over, including myself, and we played this sweet new video game for the GameCube with tiny robot fighters in it. It was so colorful and it controlled like a dream. The best part about it was that there was over 200 unique different robots to play, which was crazy. We have never, well, at that time, I had never played a game that was like that, where you had just so much to choose from. Some of the robots were samurais, some of them were ninjas, some of them were soldiers, even transformers. There were so many different categories that, like, it just blew my mind as a 6-year-old. And this game was probably the first game I ever truly dove into. I almost collected like all of the Borgs. I spent so much time on it. It was my way to entertain myself at home when my mom was at work, and since I was a kid, the story of the game really resonated with me. So, Gotcha Force is about a whole bunch of kids who find these robots that come out of this meteorite that passes over Earth. And when the robots come out, they basically told them, well, the kids, that they are evil Borgs out there that are trying to take over the world. And so all these kids band together, and then they use their good Borgs to fight all the bad Borgs and ultimately overcome evil. And that story basically empowered me as a kid. It was very much similar to like Digimon and Pokemon in the sense that like all these kids had the power to just make a difference and do things, and that made me very empowered. It made me feel like since I was just a kid, even though I was just a kid, I can do whatever, or I can make a difference in my life, or I could just, I don't know, make a change or face something that, usually adults would face. And since my mom worked a lot and my dad couldn't visit as much as he liked, the game really helped me develop a stubborn, don't give up attitude that couldn't be taught. And the reason why this game is my favorite is because it was the only game that I have ever begged my mom for, truly without any dignity. Like I refused to leave the store before she bought me that game, and did a whole bunch of other socially embarrassing things that parents don't want to deal with until I got the game. And from then on out, I really never put it down. I still play it today when I have some time to do it, and I cannot say that for most other video games. And the reason that this game inspired me is that it took a lot of work to collect all these Borgs. And once I got all of them, it just kind of felt like I got something out of it, even though, like, if you start at the beginning of the game, you literally only have 10. But if you finish the game, you have 206 to choose from, which is ridiculous. Like, there's countless amount of gameplay that you can put into this game just from doing that. And that truly made that game worth it. And it taught me that, basically, if I put time and effort into something, I can get something even better out of it. And that helped me understand a lot of how life works, and that my music, hobbies, and studies in my life can be tackled, and I can get an achievement out of it as long as I put the work in. And that is why I like Gotcha Force.